Good morning to all of you. So today we will discuss this chapter, compound interest and using the formula. So far what we know the simple interest. So simple interest we calculate for whole period, okay, that you have already knew. Simple interest is calculated for the whole period and formula was SI equal to P into R into T upon 100. So that was the formula, where in this we take P was principal, R was rate of interest and T is time period. Okay, so that thing you already knew. So in case of the simple interest, this time we take for the whole period. For example, suppose time is 3 years and P is suppose 1000 and R is upon 10%. So we simply calculated SI is equals to 1000 into 10 upon 100 into 3. Here we are taking whole time period. Okay, so when you solve, you will get 300 will be your simple interest. But in case of the compound interest, so how it is different from the simple interest? In case of the compound interest, we calculate amount for individual period. Individual period means if it is for 1 year, then we will calculate amount after 1 year. If it is half yearly, then we will calculate amount after every 6 months. And if it is quarterly, then we calculate amount after every 3 months. So this is the difference between simple interest and compound interest. In simple interest, we take time, whole time we will take, but in compound interest, we will calculate amount for the individual period, that is 1 year or 6 months or 4 months, 3 months, likewise whatever our problem asks us to do. So compound interest problems can be solved by using the two methods. So how to solve these compound interest problems? And our formula will remain the same. So one method is that you can solve these problems without using the formula. You will calculate the interest for individual year, then you will add this interest to the next year and that becomes the amount for the next year. Second method is we will solve it using the formula. So let's see the formula. Formula is amount equal to principal into 1 plus rate upon 100 to the power n. Now how and when to use this formula? So what is our compound interest? CI I am writing as it will be A minus P. So this formula A is equals to P into 1 plus R upon 100. When we will use? We will use N is equals to number of years. Okay. Now when we will use? When interest is compounded yearly. Okay, when the interest is compounded yearly, in that case we will use this formula. Now suppose if rates are different for successive years, okay, so this formula we can use when R is same for whole period. For example, if you want to calculate the rate of interest, if you want to calculate compound interest for 3 years and rate is given as 10%. For all the 3 years, if it is 10%, then we can use this formula. But suppose if rate of interest is different for consecutive years, successive years, like R1, R2, R3, like this, if rate of interest is there, and so on, then how we will calculate? We will use this formula. A is equals to P 1 plus R1 upon 100, 1 plus R2 upon 100, 1 plus R3 upon 100, and so on. For that many years, these rates are changing. We can use that many brackets. And in the end, if you want to calculate CI will be again amount minus principal. So principal is that amount which is taken for the loan. R is the rate of interest. If it is compounded yearly, then it is R. Then N is number of years. If rates are different for successive years, in that case, we will use this formula. A is equals to P into 1 plus R1 upon 100 plus 1 plus R2 upon 100 plus 1 plus R3 upon 100, and so on. So these formulas we will keep in mind, and we will try to solve the questions of the related exercises. Okay, so let's discuss the exercise 3A, and very first question, it is given that find the amount and compound interest on rupees 12,000 in 3 years at 5% interest being compounded annually. So if it is written being compounded annually, so formula that we will use will be A is 1 plus R upon 100 to the power n. Okay, this formula we are going to use. Then we will substitute the value 12,000. 1 plus R is 5 upon 100 to the power 3. So it will be 12,000 into 21 upon 20 whole cube. So when you solve it, you will get rupees 13,891.5. This is the amount that you will get. So what is the compound interest? A minus P, that is 13,819.5 minus 12,000. So it is 1819.5. This will be the compound interest for 3 years. Similarly, in the third question, we have to calculate compound interest accrued on 6,000 rupees for 3 years, compounded yearly. And this time rate of interest are different. So what we are going to do? We will use this formula. Okay. So let's put the value. 1 plus 5 upon 100, 1 plus 8 upon 100, and 1 plus 10 upon 100. And we can write these terms in any of the sequence. Since it is a product, so it is commutative. So again, when we solve it, we will get, this is 20, then 4 into 2, 4 into 25, then we will get 21 upon 20 into 27 upon 25 into 11 upon 10. So after solving, we will get rupees 7,484 rupees and 40 paisa. So this is the amount. Then what is our interest? Interest will be, we will subtract the principal. So 484.40. This will be the interest. So the difference between these two problems is, in this rate is same for all the 3 years. In this rate is changing after every year. So this is how you can use these two different formulas. Okay. Then let's discuss few other types. So in question number 5, on what sum of money So we have to calculate principal. The compound interest for 2 years. So n is 2 at 5% per annum, that is 5% per annum, amount to, so compound interest is given as 768 rupees 75 paisa. Okay, so we have to calculate P in this. So it is compounded annually, so this formula again we are going to use, and then we will put the value. A we didn't knew, so it is 1 plus 5 upon 100 to the power 2. Okay, then after solving it, what we will get? P, it is 21 upon 20 square, that is 441 P upon 400. So this will be our amount. Now what is given? Compound interest is given. So what is compound interest? A minus P. So 441 P upon 400 minus P is equals to 768.75. And after solving it, we will get 41 P upon 400 is equal to 768.75. So from here we will get P is equals to 768.75 into 400 upon 41. So our P will be rupees 7500. Okay. Then in another type of problem, that is in question number 9, at what rate percent? So we have to calculate rate. Will rupees 6000. So P is rupees 6000. Amount to 6615. Amount is given as 6615 in 2 years. N is equals to 2 years when the compound interest is annual. So again, formula that we are going to use is again this one. Okay. Next we will substitute the values. So amount is 6615. This is 6000. 1 plus, and rate we have to find. This is square. So after some simplification, this is 6615 upon 6000. Okay, so when we take the square root, it will be 1.05. So from here we will get R upon 100 is equals to 0.05, and R is 0.05 into 100, that is 5%. Okay. So this is the difference between these two problems. In this, compound interest was given, and with the help of this we have to calculate the principal. In this, amount was given, principal was given, and time was given, and with the help of this we have to calculate the value of rate percent.